What's up, y'all? It's your favorite inconsistent seamstress here. Sorry, but I'm back with another video, and let's just get right on into it. Ooh, don't look at the liquor. Don't flatter me. YouTube. So the very first thing I want to get into is showing you guys how I made the patches because I feel like that's like the main thing. So after I picked up all my supplies from Walmart, um, I'm actually using these little fleece sheets from Walmart. They were 37 cents a piece, and I bought like 30 because I wanted to layer them like with different colors and stuff. So I went home and I actually used my Cricut machine. There is a way that you can do these by hand. Let me know if you want me to show you that, but it just takes a lot longer. So here I'm just basically typing the letter. I'm going to just do like a brief overview just in case people don't have Cricut machines. I'm just going to show you how I did mine. And I'm going to use the letter K. I want a K patch. So I'm going to stick the fleece on my Cricut mat, it's a little sticky mat. Plug the Cricut machine into my computer. And then, just basically configure it to where I want it to be and how big I want it to be. And then I'm going to pick the fabric, so I'm going to type in felt, choose that, and then cut. So I did this about 40 times because I layered a lot of them, and I don't know, but this was just really, really easy. If you don't have a Cricut or you don't want to do it by hand, you can always just buy already made patches, but those can kind of get expensive. So this is a really quick way for me to do that. And I never have used this, and I bought this machine so long ago, so I'm glad I actually got some use out of it. To attach my patches, I did use some spray on adhesive, but I would just recommend using some iron on paper. Now let's get into the actual jacket. So y'all know I'm good for like using clothes already to like make new pieces. So that's again what we're doing today. Um, so what I'm gonna use is like a crew neck that you like the fit of. This is like literally perfect. We just need to make the front panel into two. But I'm just going to use this as an outline to cut out my pieces, and I'm going to use, I'm not gonna talk too much, let's just get into that. I'm just gonna lay this flat and trace around it just to get the general shape of the jacket that we want, again because I like how this fits. So always use that cheat code, use what you have, and I'm going to just do it that way. You can see I traced already. Didn't think you really wanted to see me do that. Now, if I could find my scissors, it's time to cut. I'm cutting out two of each piece because I want the jacket to be doubled, to be lined, or whatever you want to call it. I just want it to be thick. I don't want it to be flimsy. So I will be doubling everything. We got our first two pieces cut, so I needed two pieces for the back panel. And just how I cut the back piece is how I'm going to cut the front portions as well. I'm terrible at explaining, I'm sorry. You just watch me, okay? Now start cutting the front panels. I'm going to do the back and the front panels in red, and then the sleeves are going to be in white. For the sleeves, I did the exact same thing. I just traced the outline of the hoodie that I showed in the beginning, and I'm going to cut out two pieces for the right sleeve and two pieces for the left sleeve so it's thick and not flimsy since we are making out of curtains.
Right here, I was just basically seeing where I wanted to lay my patches and just getting a general idea of where I wanted things to go. Now, for a lot of Letterman jackets, they always have like this stripe. I don't even know what this really is even called. I guess knit. I don't, girl. I don't know. But these little stripe details, I could not find it separately, so I just had to buy something that had it on there. And I actually got this from Walmart. So I would just Google, like, actually, I'll leave the link to this if somebody wants it. I'll leave the link to this actual hoodie or crew neck in the description box. So I'm just gonna cut off the stripe details so I can add it to my actual jacket to give it a little bit more varsity feel. Now I'm going to take my two front left panels and sew them together down the middle. And you're going to do the exact same thing for the right two front panels. I'm not sure why that's a tongue twister for me, but now get your two back panels and then get your front panel. And we're going to now connect the front pieces to the back. So, it's basically the shell of the jacket. And I'm just gesturing here where you're going to sew. And you're going to do that for both sides. Let's move on to our sleeve. So you're going to want to take your two left, it doesn't matter which sleeve you start with, you're just doing the exact same thing, but you just want to take two of the exact same piece, put them right on top of each other, and then fold it in half and sew up the open end. And you'll just see me gesturing right here. So just sew that together and it'll create your sleeve. Once it's sewn all the way up, you want to just flip it right side out because it was just inside out. So flip it over and there you have it. Now I'm just going to take my patches that I did make and I'm going to spray this glue, this like fabric glue that I got. But to be honest, when I do this again, because this is my first time doing this project, I won't be using this just because it made the patches too stiff, and because they were too stiff, it was hard for them to like stay in place. So next time I'm going to use like iron-on material, and I'm going to recommend you doing that from the start. After you got all your patches glued on, you're going to want to take your striped detail, like knitted, I don't even know, again, don't know what it's called, but you're going to take that and then pin it to the bottom of the jacket and sew that on. For this project, I'm using an overlock machine, but you could still use a sewing machine. You don't need this for this specific project. You really will never need this. I just would prefer an overlock. Now, after I've sewn the trimming to the bottom of the jacket, I'm going to do the same thing for the bottom of the sleeves. Now you just want to attach your final sleeves or pieces to your jacket, and I put a white trimming around the top, which I cut from a hoodie just to give it a little bit more pizzazz. I don't know, I thought it was cute. So this band at the bottom, I cut that off of the hoodie and just sewed it to the top, and it was complete. Here is the completed look. I mean, you obviously seen it in the beginning. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you want to see next. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video.